Gather the keys. Unlock the host of the nightmare. Let us begin. Hello everyone, GVA049 here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes in the Metroid Prime Marathon series, episode number 33. We have thwarted Dark Samus and obtained the Dark Beam, and now all that's left to do, in Agon Waste is concerned, is to go to Dark Agon Waste and find the other two remaining keys in Dark Aether and take down Amorbus. But I doubt we're gonna go do that in this episode because it takes quite a while to quite a while to obtain the wait, what the fuck? Oh, whoops. Looks like I completely forgot to save the game as soon as I defeated Dark Samus. Be right back real quick. This will not take long at all. Speedrun strategy, activate. That's something I've never seen before. Okay. Okay. As I was saying, let's go over to Dark Aether and obtain the last two Dark Temple keys in Agon Waste and take on Amorbus. But I doubt we're going to do that in this episode because it takes quite a while to obtain those keys to begin with. Because Dark Aether is you know, obviously enough, incredibly dangerous to traverse, and there's going to be quite a lot of warrior inks pissed off to see us, and we need to be very careful. Which is like the most painfully obvious answer I could ever give for this procedure to begin with anyway, but I don't know what else to say here. Okay, alright. First of all, I'm gonna go see if I can go on the top of this, no I can't, okay. Oh, there's a new space pirate enemy. Pirate Grenader. They only appear like once or twice or 4 times throughout the entire game. Morphology. Pirate Grenader. Space pirate specializing in grenade combat. Powerful grenade launcher makes its enemy dangerous at range. Minimal close combat ability. The Space Pirates have begun to use an experimental energy grenade launcher in the field. The weapon is viewed as a mixed blessing to the Grenader units. While the grenade launchers are powerful weapons, Grenaders must leave their rifles behind to carry them. Fast-moving targets can close range on Grenaders, rendering their main weapon somewhat ineffective. Somewhat ineffective, but in reality they are completely ineffective in reality because there's barely any of the Grenaders in this game to begin with. I don't even know how much damage the grenades do. Oh, that's actually quite a lot. Have a lot of cooldown just by shooting one grenade. So be careful there. All right, we're not gonna go straight to Dark Aether just yet. We're gonna go say hello to the abused Talon Metroids in the stasis rooms. Or not stasis rooms, but just the Metroid tank area. And now's a Metroid outbreak. Not to worry, because they are extremely weak to the Dark Beam. Same function as the exact same function as the Ice Beam in Metroid Prime. Let me just heal up a little bit here. The reason why I'm over here is because I'm gonna go get myself a missile expansion. I'm not even gonna go bother like snagging that missile expansion from the Dark Missile Trooper yet, because it's quite a ways away to get there anyway. So I'll just get it later, probably after when I obtain all three Dark Temple keys. Skip right along, head there, and just destroy the Dark Missile Trooper, scan him, and then cut him out, and then just cut away to where I'm about to like enter the temple. But I'm not quite sure how long this is going to take specifically, but it's fine. They were so confused. Okay. The reason why I'm going all the way back over here again, is because I completely forgot to scan the pirate data in the save station before I'm about to fight Dark Samus, so this will not take long at all. Oh wait, never mind, I scanned it this entire time and I completely forgot about it. Okay, anyway. With all that said and done, let us officially enter inside Dark Aether. Now that we have the Dark Beam, we really can't do much with it, actually. Because the only thing that we can do is open up portals. That's it. Oh yeah, and energize light crystals to turn them dark. And just climb up higher areas. Another thing we can do is get a missile expansion that's in that Dark Beam door that we passed by. That's right by the area where we fought the Warrior Ing mini-boss. Let me take care of this Grenader. Didn't even bother to move. Alright, research here. And the portal to Dark Aether opens, and there's nothing in it. What a perfect image for the scan visor. There's absolutely nothing. Walk into portal to transport to Dark Aether. Extreme caution recommended once transit is complete. Which the pirate commandos took no heed whatsoever when we just saw them in the Morphball tunnel room, because this is what happened to them. Immediately upon entering, they were quickly met with an untimely death. Bioscan complete. Subject took multiple armor breaches, exposing its body to local atmosphere. Resulting trauma led to multiple organ failure and death. Or maybe they got exactly what they wanted, because if it's Phazon they wanted, it's Phazon they got. That's very funny the more you think about it. Bioscan complete. Subject's spine was shattered after high velocity impact. The attack crippled the subject, leaving it vulnerable to further attacks and ultimately termination. That's only 2 of the 7 pirate commandos that we saw in the squadron. But real quick, let me just do that on purpose and scan that. Nullified beacon. Xenotech. Nullified beacon. Protective field of light energy deactivated. Light beacons, when covered with dark energy, cease to function for a brief time. Light energy can clear the beacon of the dark energy, but we don't have any light energy, so this beacon is set to suffer. Some dark creatures will fire dark energy at light beacons to hinder or damage their opponents. Doesn't even look like a beacon anymore. It looks like it's just covered in some transparent dark crystal. Radiating with red lightning around it for some reason. Bring it back with the power of the sun via the power beam. Alright, back to the beauty of Dark Aether once again. And we are extremely low on oh yeah. There's also an amorphous puddle of Warrior Ing that we just saw just crawling on the floor, just beckoning us to approach. Object analysis complete. This statue conceals a Luminoth device. Outer shell of the statue is composed of brimstone. Explosive damage may weaken or destroy it. We'll just get this dark energy nullified crystal right here. This is the same thing as the dark beacon. Like a darker saturation of amethyst. That's what I interpret it. Okay, break this open. I completely missed. More research on here. Light lift crystal. Light lift crystal. Energized by dark base weapons. Luminoth light platform will lower when crystal is energized by dark weaponry. Makes sense because when it's light, it ascends. When it's dark, it descends. Luminoth light platform will lower when crystals energized by dark weaponry. Used by the Luminoth forces during their war. Most still function, despite periodic abuse from the Ing. Too bad we can't like scan the dark crystal as soon as we fire at it. But that's okay. And apparently it transports us directly to where the light lift crystal was. I am not going to complain by speaking out a book about these enemies. Promise. They're just called Preeds and Prime 2 Echoes and Puffers everywhere else. I'll leave it at that. As much as it fucking annoys me. Dark Preed, Darkling possessed gas-filled cyborg. Darkling enhances target's durability. Destruction of outer body will release a highly toxic cloud. The aggressive Preeds are often possessed by Darklings for aerial hunting missions. The presence of the dark creature makes the small cyborg more durable. The toxic gas carried by a Preed is enhanced by exposure to dark energy, making it considerably more dangerous. And apparently they spawn in that gigantic orifice-like portal on the top of this area. Looks like some sort of nest for the dark Preeds or something. You might think that the Dark Beam would be significantly important by the time you enter Dark Aether, just because they need it to like enter the place at all. But no, when you run out of either the Light Beam or the Dark Beam, you lose the ability to fire a charge shot, but you can still fire a normal charge shot to like make it possible for you to like either A, use it in combat, because why the hell would you do that when it's incredibly weak? But they did that to make it possible for you to enter enter between dimensions. All right, so let's go nab this Dark Temple key. That's 2 of 3. And the other key is right through this room for some reason. And there's a lot of navigation that's involved to just to nab that one specific key. All right. Warrior Ing in a spot where you don't want to fight it in. That was totally planned. Bioscan complete. Subject was undergoing parasitic fusion when its heart failed. Massive biosystem shock led to the termination of subject and parasite. Wait, what? Undergoing parasitic fusion when its heart failed. Biosystem shock led to the... Oh, okay. So the Ing attempted to possess the Space Pirate Commando, but both of them died for some reason. Huh. And I thought the Ing were without flaws when it came to their instincts. But apparently they undergo training the same way that every other member of an army does as well. Who knew? Let me just get this right here because I completely got it. Bioscan complete. Subject appears to have been terminated by his own forces. Evidence of parasitic infestation present. Subject may have turned on his allies against his will. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Because once you get possessed by an Ing, you are good as dead. There is no hope left for you. And apparently Space Pirate Troopers knew about that as well. I completely forgot to do that. Oh, great. After destroying that one warrior Ing, this place is now swarming with regular Inglets. There we go. I also gotta love on how, you know, on how incredibly fun it is to like navigate around the Dark Aegon Waste when you first play it, because once again, it has to do with the game design philosophy of Dark Aether that is so incredibly well done. And I'm surprised never mind. I thought it was just gonna go on the floor, but no, he was just stuck in the wall still. Yeah. This entire segment of getting the Dark Temple keys in Metroid Prime 2 Echoes is got to be like one of my most favorite moments in the game, gameplay wise. Not exactly sure how to explain it, but it really does put the utilization of the dark beam and light beam into full effect, and as you go along with that, you are tested with those. Okay, your will is definitely tested to the maximum limit that Samus can reach with her Varia suit. By the time when you successfully clear those trials and tribulations, you're rewarded with basically a suit of armor that allows you to handle this mission a lot more sufficiently. But that doesn't mean that things have grown more easier for you. It's still a trial that you're sent to endure. Structural analysis complete. This storage unit has been modified to transport radioactive material. Rad scans indicate the presence of Phazon energy. Handle with caution. And if there's like 2 or 3 Phazon canisters right beside you when you have 3 energy tanks, it's a guaranteed instant kill. Not on hyper mode, on normal difficulty. I remember like accidentally killing myself when I was in front of a save station with 2 Phazon canisters in front of me, and just curious to see how much damage it did. There go 3 of my energy tanks. Oh yeah. Also, the impact of the Phazon canister explosion is so large that it turns the screen yellow for like a solid 5 or 7 seconds, which is pretty silly. Structural analysis complete. Object contains a number of motivator units. It appears to be a component in some sort of transportation system. And now we can scan the dark lift crystal. Energized by light-based weapons, Luminoth lift platform will raise when crystals energized by light-based weaponry. Luminoth lift platform will raise when crystal energy is raised by light weapon energy used by the Luminoth forces during their war. Most still function despite periodic abuse from the Yang. 40% of all logbook scans downloaded. Here we go. And speaking of save station, here it is right here. Let me just scan this commando corpse real quick, save the game, and just show you on how much damage it actually does to you. Bioscan complete. Subject's chest armor was compromised by multiple high energy strikes, then penetrated by a piercing weapon, terminating subject's life signs. My guess is that he was dealing with a warrior Ing in point blank range. Terrible, terrible idea. Subject has a number of severe Phazon radiation burns. Trauma from these wounds is the cause of death. Well, the Phazon canisters are strictly to blame. Alright, so this is just me being a complete dumbass. I'm just going to go showcase the effects of the Phazon canisters and how downright dangerous that they are compared to every single enemy in the entire game. You want to know how much damage it does? Boom! Oh my god, the screen is just shaking so rapidly right now. It's ridiculous. Oh wait, never mind. It didn't do instant kill. No, but this will. And now for the game over screen. First seeing this, it absolutely fucking terrified me. Out of everything that Samus has suffered from in a game over, it's not a cracked visor. It's not being blown to smithereens. It's not having her suit explode, being exposed to the atmosphere. No, in Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, she goes into cardiac arrest. What the hell? Like, that is extremely freaking dark, even for Metroid standards. But then again, it gets darker later on in, like, you know, more in this game, and later on in Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I just want to do that just because. But anyway, now that we've known the error of our ways, let us continue on inside what doesn't even feel like the space pirate base anymore. I mean, sure, the design is certainly similar, but in terms of like the world building and like a world design itself, it still feels like dark. It still feels like the very, you know, image of Dark Aether itself. It's not Aegon Waste. It's not the space pirate base. This is Dark Aether. That's how I always feel every single time I go through here. Like, my favorite version of Dark Aether is when you first visit it. Well, not in a cutscene, that doesn't count. I'm referring to like where your adventure in Dark Aether officially begins. It is absolutely well made in every way, shape, and form. I cannot get over that. Bioscan complete. Subject was caught in a phazon explosion. The force of the explosion breached its armor, leaving it exposed to phazon radiation and the toxic atmosphere of Dark Aether. It didn't live long after that. Yeah, why am I not surprised? Alright, so after scanning this corpse, I'll explain like one little detail on why I love this segment in Dark Aegon Waste. Bioscan complete. Subject has numerous fatal wounds in the back, all from space pirate weaponry. Such termination is often the punishment for cowardice among the space pirate commandos. Jeez, what a way to go. Being scared of fear itself and like and just being killed by your own people. Like, jeez. Okay, so regarding the design philosophy of going through Dark Aether and Aegon Wastes, what I especially love the most about it is that the game is designed in such a way to like basically, you know, gently guide you to the safe spots and gradually lead you to the goal. Because you are incredibly weak and vulnerable the entire time, and that even the simplest mistake can just write game over for you. Like, there's a crap ton of safe zones. There's warrior ings. There's, you know, dark creatures everywhere, and the very atmosphere of Dark Aether and Dark Aegon Waste just makes it feel so unsettling to the core. But that doesn't make you incapable of fulfilling this mission. The game just makes damn sure that you utilize everything that Dark Aether gives you, or, you know, just what the Luminoth gives you, because they place here for a reason. It's basically baby steps in a way. Like, you're just inching your way to comfort, and eventually when you complete this trial, you then go into another one, where you actually tolerate the atmosphere of Dark Aether. I'm actually scanning over here now. Oh, I can. Okay, whatever. 2 of 3 locks are offline. Not for sure I scanned the one on the front, but oh well. This lock is offline. Okay. Right here. And also, like, I gotta show you this one silly story, this one silly story that I had when I first experienced Dark Aether in Dark Aegon Waste. Every single time when I was this was the entire time whenever I was in the presence of Dark Aether and when I was in critical HP. Every time when I was at a critical state in Dark Aether, I always just went to the nearest light crystal and stayed there and just waited for my HP to fully restore, and while I was doing that, I just went and made a snack, because save stations are completely yesterday, apparently. Can't be the only person that did that, because it is quite a memory that people always hold to themselves. Like, yeah, quite a time. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna go wait for my. I'm gonna go wait for my. I'm gonna go wait. I'm gonna go make a snack real quick and wait for my HP to fully recover. While I'm in this safe zone. They call it a safe zone for a reason because there's nothing that can harm you as long as there's no enemies around you. Anyway, Inkclaw. Inkclaw, toxin spewing immobile darkling. Target surrounded by impenetrable shell, produces deadly vapor. The Inkclaw secretes an incredibly durable shell over itself shortly after birth. From that moment on, it remains rooted in place. The creature feeds on the flotsam floating in the atmosphere of dark aether. I'm guessing those are the little dark particles that are swimming around in the air. Probably. And produces waste in the form of toxic dark vapor. Yeah, it looks pretty similar to the Emperor Ing. Like byproducts of it. Let's destroy this. Okay. Light this up. Got it. Okay. Got some Lumites to deal with. Also, prepare to say goodbye to a huge chunk of our HP when we go over here. Well, depending on if we get over there quickly or not. All right, here's the location of where we obtained the light beam. Why it's in dark aether, I'm not entirely sure. It just is. And this area works as a fantastic tutorial on using the light beam and dark beam, and also restoring your ammunition. Because of all the night barbs just helping you out with this. Don't ignore them. Okay, so not gonna go waste the lock on for this. And energize that crystal right there. Boom. Make way. Oh, fuck's sake. Looks like you do have no choice but to take care of the night barbs. Okay, good enough. And it looks like I have to look around here. Yeah, I do. Okay. Other one over here. Okay, fine. There we go. Much better. Alright, bring those down. And we are blessed with the light of aether. There's a Luminoth corpse here, too. Must have had it its entire time. Subject Luminoth has been dead for 1.2 decacycles. Target shows signs of phazon radiation, poisoning, and extreme exposure to dark aether's atmosphere. All gear and weapons have been removed from the target. That is exactly how the Space Pirates discovered the, discovered the Dark Beam. It was from this Luminoth specifically. This one Luminoth warrior had both the Light Beam and the Dark Beam in his possession. He was killed, and now the Dark Beam was transported back to Aether and used as a weapon by the Space Pirates, taken back by us, and now we've been bestowed with the power of light itself, the Light Beam. I'm not really that much of a fan of the light beam because I only use it to energize crystals and whatnot, and not really like use it in combat. I always use the dark beam. For that because here's the whole design philosophy of enemy weaknesses of the light beam and dark beam. It has to do with light and dark descendants. If you are a being of light, then you are susceptible to the dark beam. But if you're a creature of dark, then you become instantly weak to the light beam. And if you are like a descendant of light and you get hit by the light beam, you burn. And if you get hit by the dark beam descendant of dark and get hit by the dark beam, nothing happens. You're already dark in the heart enough as is. So you might be wondering, since a Dark Samus is, Dark Samus, then that would mean that it would be weak to Light Beam. No, that is because that Dark Beam is a descendant of Light. It came from Talon 4, like outside of a dark world, and specifically, because of that, Dark Samus is weak against the Dark Beam, like extremely weak to it. The attention to detail with the beams in Metro Prime 2 Echoes honestly deserves a lot more praise. Not many people talk about it on how well designed it is, but that doesn't mean it's always accurate though. And specifically with Quadraxis and it being weak to the light beam, despite the fact that it is a machine that was created on Aether, stolen by the Ing, and it is being possessed by that gigantic amorphous puddle that is now, you know, being possessed by it. You might think they'll be weak to the dark beam because it is a machine from the light world, but no, it's weak to the light beam for some reason. Or, you know, weak to the dark beam because it's a creature of light, but no, it's weak to the light beam because I'm not entirely sure. Also, Lumites are the most incredibly confusing creatures in Dark Aether. At one point they're able to be killed, and another they're not. I don't know why. They're so confusing. Anyway, energize this light. We created an energized crystal. Energized crystals provide better protection from Dark Aether's denizens. Dark creatures are damaged by the energized field. Some are killed on contact. The extra protection is not unlimited and must be recharged by the light beam to remain in effect. Alright, so let me just get this over here. Energized beacon, it's the exact same thing. Exact same thing as the light crystal. The extra protection is non-limited, must be recharged by light beam to remain in effect. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay. Okay, so now that we got the light beam and the dark beam, let us replenish our dark ammunition because we use quite a lot of it on the surface of Aether as is. And, okay, looks like there's no more night barbs for us to help us out here. Alright, research. Webling. Darkling capable of generating and energizing tensile biomaterial. Creatures immobile and immune to most weapons. The light beam will be able to disrupt and destroy target. Weblings spin a network of energized snare lines, then sit in the middle and wait for prey to get caught in it. Much like a spider, a webling is incredibly durable, though it has the Darkling weakness to light. It functions the exact same way as those acidic watermelon objects in the Splinter Hive, but you can just shoot it anywhere. There we go. Plenty of dark beam ammunition now. Not well balanced, but it's enough. Or, oh yeah. Even though the dark splinters can be instantly killed with the light beam because now they're being possessed by Ing. They're also, since they're also a creature of light, they can be frozen. And interestingly enough, when they are frozen by the dark beam, they're they revert back to their normal. They revert back to their normal splinter shell. A very interesting detail. They can just overload them with dark energy so much to the point of where their true self is exposed. That is really, really cool. Alright, now for the, how should I say this? Slightly overwhelming part in Dark Aegon Wastes, honestly. Because you're dealing with an entire fucking army of warrior Ings. Not one, not two, but I'm pretty sure you're fighting 6 of them. Not all at once. They only have time to give you like 2 or 3. But still, best be on your guard. Don't touch me. There we go. Okay, alright, everything's well balanced. We're fine. Not entirely fully restored of HP, but we're good. Oop. Can I scan the Darkling tentacles down here or no? Yes, I can. Okay. Darkling tentacle. Darkling tentacle, dimension warping ing tendril. Darkling will open warps and attempt to grapple enemy targets. Dislikes bright light. Some Darklings can open dimensional portals at will. They use this ability to hunt for unwary prey, reaching out to snatch them with their tentacles. Once ensnared, the prey is dragged to its doom. Unless it's us. The tentacles are resilient. Pure light energy can disrupt them. Nothing can destroy them. Makes you wonder what kind of Darkling creature it even is. To be completely indestructible like that. Anything, really. Alright, so there is the last Dark Aegon Temple Key. Should be very easy to snag, right? Well, you'd be wrong, my friend. Because remember those amorphous puddles that we saw, like, you know, crawling around, you know, just crawling along the walls, and just being, just crawling up to the place of where this area led to. This is the point of when where the Ing begin to Samus. Oh my god, that was terrible. This is the point where the Ing begin to ambush Samus because now they know of how damn threatening she is. And they try to take her out at all costs by just throwing out like a huge number of warrior Ings at her. Also, you might think that that's a webbling over there. That's an entirely new piece of research. This is so easy to miss, it's ridiculous. Ing web trap. Ing web trap, semi-sentient living snares. Creature is virtually indestructible and can only be undone by killing the Ing that commands it. These creatures respond to commands from the Ing, forming over areas as ordered. They are virtually indestructible and can only be undone by killing the Ing that commands them. And they're a completely different design in the logbook for some reason. Might have been data 3D models or some at some point. But yeah, this right here is pretty damn telling because this is the indication of where the Ing try to trap Samus. Like this is the point of where okay, there is no light crystal for some reason. I don't know what's generating all this light to begin with. This is all a matter of just a test of your combat skills. Normally, I always like to cheese it by using the light beam. I'm not going to do that unless I gain the opportunity to do so. Attack at a distance. Do this on purpose. Okay, I guess that only happens in the trilogy version? No. Sometimes when you allow a warrior Ing to ram into you on purpose, there is some interesting dialogue that appears on the HUD that says that enemy possession attempt failed, and it says that your Chozo armor made it impossible. Once again, the Chozo are saving our damn lives. They were way ahead of time. But no, they just ram into you now. Alright. Let's actually use a light beam this time. Yeah, they are really weak to it. Which they hate and despise. Avoid it whenever necessary. No, they don't. And there's more of them that pop out. Pretty sure that was like the fourth warrior Ing that we took care of. This is the last one. This is something that I always like to do in this area. Alright, so I'm just gonna wait for the... What is wrong with you? Do you want to get yourself killed by walking inside this light zone? Alright, check this out. Alright, come here, warrior Ing. You know you want to. Alright. Come on. He just itches. Haha, you fell for it. That is always so damn fun to do. Let's do it again. Alright, come here. Just re-energize us a little quick. Hey, maybe dark, but you're not that bright. Psych! Works every time. And the key is ours for taking. And now we can finally take down Amorbus. All Dark Aegon Temple keys found. Use them at the temple to gain entry. But we're not going to go do that yet. First of all, I'm just going to be AFK for a bit. Not standing in the freaking light beacon. Hell no. I'm going to stand directly in the center here. It's dinner time. Ah, that was a good run. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, we defeated the battle. We thwarted the battle royale of the Warrior Ing horde. Got the very last temple key, and now we're on our way to fight. And now we're on our way to fight Amorbus. Take a good closer look at what the Darkling tentacles look like. Looks like their skin just splits apart when you fire at them, which is kind of disturbing. Anyway, I feel like we've examined this place like enough, so let us make our escape. And let me just double check to make sure if I'm taking the right. Oh, right, of course, this way. I need to go to the Dark Oasis, not only to like return back to the light world, but also to replenish my ammo, because I need to be fully prepared before we're about to take care of not one, not two, but 3 gigantic Alaskan bull worms in Dark Aether, and take back what's ours. Or take what is about to be ours, because it's not our design. Anyway. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to scan this wall earlier. Structural analysis complete. This section of wall has a large amount of secondary densium inside it. It is unstable as a result. More poison water than anything. Alright. The ammo station. Oddly enough, when I first saw the ammo station in my very first experience of this game, I kept on getting myself stuck in between the hologram and entering the hologram and replenishing my ammo repeatedly because I kept on going forward and just, I don't know. There's something very weird, but every single time when I tried to like move away from the hologram, I always kept on getting sucked back into it. Like so. Yeah, I guess that the range for going back into the ammo supply is unreasonably big. Must be a little bit of a bug. Anyway, get the hell out of here. Where did I scan this earlier? I did. This rift portal is inactive. The portal field can be energized with light energy. Walk into an energized portal to transport to Aether. Alright, let's go. Before that, scan the portal for research, of course. This portal is active. Walk into the portal to initiate return transit to Aether. Light portals allow living beings to travel to Aether without being disrupted and scattered throughout the interdimensional void. They are unstable, however, and only remain viable for limited periods of time. Some can be reactivated, while others vanish forever once they are used. Oh wait, never mind. Did I completely forget to... I did... Wait, did I? No. No. I might have forgotten to completely scan the Dark Aether portal, but oh well. I'll do that later. For now, let us take care of business. That is the wrong location. Let's see. Alright. Wait, why am I using a map? I never use the map in Metroid Prime 2 because I know this game like the back of my hand. Almost. So this is absolutely nothing to me. All I need to do is just keep on moving forward to where I was, and we go to the main plaza. It's that simple. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna go cut straight to the Dark Missile Trooper right now and confiscate what is rightfully ours. So now you decide to show up. The Dark Missile Trooper. It's just a mini boss, nothing more. Dark Missile Trooper, deceased Galactic Federation soldier armed with missile launcher. Bioscans indicate terminated life signs of this trooper and the presence of an unknown biomass, even though we already know about it. Bioscans indicate terminated life signs of the missile trooper and the presence of an unknown biomass with parasitic tendencies. Though the missile trooper's armor has been compromised, the bulk of it remains intact. Missile weapon system remains online as well. Full parasitic fusion is yet to be obtained, resulting in low agility and response time. This might have been the captain of the GFS Tur. Only logical. Case in point. The Dark Beam is so incredibly overpowered that there are way too many enemies that are weak to the Dark Beam. There's not enough darkness in this world because the Luminoth took care of because the Luminoth already took care of a majority of it. That and both the Light Beam and the Dark Beam, respectively, are objectively fucking broken. There's a reason on why there's ammo. Because they're so fucking broken. And people haven't understood that yet because they're a little bit too biased to the original game. Thinking that they're very privileged for just going all shooty, for going all shooty at everything. This is why you can't have nice things. Snag this missile expansion. That's every item in the Splitter Hive. Now I can teleport back to the first portal of where we transported ourselves to Dark Aether. Well, there's also another missile expansion that we could snag, but I'm gonna go wait until I get the dark suit for that. So it's the second, actually not the second, the first. Okay, yeah, it is a second dark portal. The second Dark Aether portal that we encounter, that is locked behind those rock structures that can only be operated with the Light Beam. Yeah, it's that missile expansion. Not gonna go get that yet because A, there's no safe zones to there's no like legitimate safe zones to snag that missile expansion, and B, if we're out there too long, we will be invaded by a whole swarm of warrior Ing. However, we will take this missile expansion. All right, got that one. Okay, fine. Maybe we can get that. Maybe we can get the missile expansion real quick. Just real quick, okay? I don't have all day. You'll remain in its current position. Yeah, I know. Oh, so I didn't scan this yet. Dark Portal. This portal is active. Walk into a portal, transport Dark Aether. Extreme caution recommended once transit is complete. Dark portals allow living beings to travel to Dark Aether without being disrupted and scattered throughout the interdimensional void. They are unstable, however, and only remain viable at the end of the day. Vanish forever once they are used. Yeah. Alright, real quick. I'm gonna go snag this missile expansion as quickly as possible. If I actually can, that is. Because I'm pretty sure I'm missing a Xenotech to get this missile expansion. Maybe I'm supposed to get it as quickly as possible. Let me take a look. No, it's out in the open. Oh, there's a problem though. Ing claws. Basket complete. Luminous object expired 3.8 decacycles ago. Target has numerous breaches in its armor. Exposure to a toxic organic pathogen led to his demise. Oh my god. This was a mistake. I thought for sure I would actually get that missile expansion without the dark visor. I mean, without the dark suit. I actually do need to get that because it's the only thing that allows it's the only thing that I need to make myself immune from Inkclaw vapor. I had absolutely no idea that the vapor like covered the entire area. Well, now I do. All right, continue from last save. Oh shit. Well, here we go. To be continued. All right, so before we do anything else, let's go nab this beam ammo expansion first. And it's got a few more holograms and such. Heavy turret active. Walk into hologram to enter heavy turret. And be extremely careful in the process. We lose all traces of our energy the moment we enter inside the turret. We're not gonna go die a third time. Or, you know, a second time, because that death I did was completely on accident. Structural analysis complete. Space Pirate portable generator active. The generator is efficient and has a heavy armor casing. Only hits from heavy weapons can shatter the armor and destroy the device. It's like it's almost like as if the Space Pirates were planning to like use the beam ammo expansion as some sort of power as some sort of power source. Destroy the wind turbines here. Destroy that. Destroy that. And we should be good. In hyper mode, I'm pretty sure that the health on the turret decreases much more rapidly. Oh fuck! I forgot to destroy that one. All right. Now we can get across. This is most likely information on Dark Samus in here. Log 71599. 2 hunters. Insert Squidward quote here. Log 71159.9. Another hunter. Wearing the traditional colors of Samus Aran made planetfall today. Horrific as it may sound, there are 2 of them now. We are bracing for a new assault. This dire turn of events may bear some goodwill. One of our scouts in Dark Aether saw a curious encounter. The Dark Hunter attacked the one clad as Samus near a Phazon site. Perhaps they are not allies, but foes. Perhaps we can forge an alliance with the Dark Hunter in exchange Phazon for the head of our common enemy. As if you can understand alien, as if you can understand what the fuck sort of language Dark Samus speaks. Technician report. The wind energy systems are online. I've managed to build a modest supply of reserve power, but I doubt it will last. All these trips to the dark world are taking a huge toll on the energy supply. We'll see how they feel about these stupid expeditions when the cooling system shuts off and the power latrines go offline. All these trips to the dark world are taking a huge toll on the energy supply. We'll see how they feel about these stupid expeditions when the cooling system shuts off and the power latrines go offline. They're sick and tired of having to go through their own deathbed. I don't blame them one bit. There's a defense shield that's defending absolutely nothing. Oddly enough, it appears to like it appears to display the symbol of the planet itself with all those spots. Very similar design. Anyway, got what we needed. Beam ammo expansion. Increases the amount of light and dark ammo we can carry. Take that. Definitely gonna need that when we're about to fight Amorbus. And Illuminoth Warrior. J. Still. My journey comes to an end. The thrice cursed ink prepared an ambush of singular cunning in the mining station. They caught me what did that say? Alright. They caught me in it, like a neophyte fresh from the training halls. I have sent 5 score of their number to whatever foul pit they call afterlife, but in vain. My life is extinguished. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. I shall carry the torch for you. Like many others have. Well, many others of your kind, at least. Alright. We finally did everything we can in the space pirate base. Now let's exit out of this wannabe hellhole, because they're extremely incompetent, and go straight back to Dark Aether, grab one more missile expansion, and then we can fight Morbus and put an end to this gigantic threat that the Ing are trying so desperately to warn us about. Yeah, that was very cheeky of you, War Wasp. Hope you didn't fuck anything up. And right over there is that missile expansion. Thank you very much. Alrighty then. Now we can... Oh shit. Now we can officially go ahead and take down Morbus. As what the entrance of Aegon Waste has been warning us about. Very, very, very clever taste of foreshadowing there for the devs, I gotta say. Not the first time it happened. The second time that happens is in the Sanctuary Fortress. Exact same thing happens there. Make this even more easier. There's luckily another save station located on the outside of the Dark Aegon temple area. So just climb up here. On the top. And very carefully. Actually, no. It's best to just go completely this way. Yep. Good thing no warrior ink spawned in this... spawn in this room. So we're lucky. And there we go. Save station. And once we take down Morbus, Eumos' eyes open, and the gift from the light of Aether is bestowed upon him and carried out to us in the form of the light suit in the very end of the game. And here we are. Key code acknowledged. Final lock deactivated. You may now access the temple. But not without a fight to the death, you won't. Host of the nightmare shall be vanquished. Let us begin. Such an unfucking believable presentation that Morbus gives off, and that cutscene has got to be one of my favorites in the entire game. Gotta be like one of the largest creatures Samus has ever fought in her entire career. Oh man, I absolutely fucking love the presence of Morbus so much. I love the design, the atmosphere from the music. It is so fucking intimidating and intense. Oh my god. It's got everything you could ever ask for in a boss fight like this. Also, that name, Morbus. I don't know what the I don't know what the am or this means, but that's very close to sounding like enormous. And that is exactly the manifestation on how dead serious and scarily threatening the Ing race is. You want to fully understand on how threatening the Ing race is just by, you know, signing up for a journey like this? You're getting it. You're fucking getting it. They are not holding back against anything. They are dead serious in their lifeless ambitions, and they will not go down without a fight. They will send everything after you to like reclaim what they've stolen from the Luminoth and what you're now possessing, and what you've stolen back, what you're stolen from the Ing, and now you are basically the vessel of the end of this war. Don't let it happen. And they are desperate. Not that desperate, though. Very soon they will. Structural analysis complete. Target is a bio-generated power sphere. Sphere provides dark energy to the Morbus. Xenotech detected in sphere. Sphere is impervious to weapons. It's like they're siphoning power from the dark suit. Oh yeah, they are. They are siphoning power from the dark suit. Maybe that's what... Oh yeah, that's what... The dark suit, they're actually using the power of the dark suit to make themselves more, more durable. It is a secret to their defenses. Morbus. Gigantic tunneling guardians. Avoid target as it enters and leaves the earth. Look for disturbances in the ground. Target cannot survive for long if its outer shell is cracked. The enormous Morbus can move through solid rock and earth with ease. It can sense the location of surface-level prey deep within the ground. They will attempt to ram any target they can find in their domain. They are vulnerable to all forms of weapons fire, but are incredibly strong and resistant to pain. Gotta love the design of these things, too. They're like colossal maggots. But not feeding off flesh. They're just feeding off more dark energy. And this fight can take a while as long as your aim is true. All right, so after this, latching onto that sphere and become Dark Morbus. Dark Energy Charge Guardians. Targets gain armor, beam weapon, and regenerative powers when fused to Dark Sphere. To the Dark Sphere, whatever. Weak spot within mouth detected. Concussive force will deliver heavy damage to it. The Morbus can attach themselves to the Dark Sphere, drawing potent energy from within. They can fire dark energy at light crystals, nullifying safe zones for a short time. They can also channel this energy into a powerful beam attack. Bioscans indicate a weak spot inside the creature's mouth. Concentrate your fire at this area to damage an Morbus. Really fucking crazy that the only way to destroy the Morbus is from within. Destroy the nightmare from within, and we shall gladly do that. Gotta be careful though. Don't hit the sphere. Ah, fuck. Oh yeah, and also when the Morbus shoot dark energy at light crystals, you can't re-energize them. Their dark energy is superior. I'm prolonging this fight on purpose because this fight is pretty easy by default anyway. Do this 3 times and the Morbus are slain. The database says that the theme song of Morbus is supposed to be a remix of Mother Brain. I can kind of hear it, but it's just bits and pieces and not exact. Okay, now let's equip the light beam and make this much more manageable. Ouch! Wasn't paying attention in there. I guess one fully charged light beam is all it took to expose the armor. Yet another fantastic score from one of many of Metroid Prime 2 Echo's soundtracks. And here come the light beams, the beams of light. It looks so cool when they do this. I always thought this attack was literally impossible to avoid, but I know that they're weak to the dark beam, but seriously, this fight is just ridiculously easy when you only stick with the light beam. But then again, I can't be here for too long. I have to take what's mine and get out of here. So let's make this quick, shall we? The old-fashioned way. Ouch! I'm not. How did that still hit me? Uh-oh. There we go. And if I recall correctly, I'm pretty sure this digging move also damages you. Yeah, it does. Barely any, though. One charge shot with the light beam is all it takes. Yep. That is how powerful these... That is how powerful... That is how broken, objectively fucking broken these weapons are. Once you get their weakness, this game turns into an absolute joke. But you still gotta be careful because you're still in Dark Aether. And oh shit. What the fuck? You are trailing at nothing there, light beam projectiles. Okay, where's the other one? Right there. Okay, maybe that does sound slightly similar to a leitmotif of Mother Brain. I mean, not Mother Brain. Parasite Queen. I mistook Parasite Queen for Mother Brain. Mother, Queen, female, whatever. All right. Gotta love the percussion of this soundtrack as well. Incredibly catchy. Atmospherically, I'd have to say that Morbus has the best theme overall in the Sub-Guardian or Guardian boss fights. Crumble to dust. Generic stock sound effect for the wind was completely unnecessary. And there it is. Our protection from the darkness. The dark suit. Interesting that the Morbus were siphoning power from this suit of armor. Well, you are blanketed by the dark, after all, so it was a source of their power, and we took it away from them. And from this point on, the Ing are absolutely irate. We are no longer a helpless, defenseless victim. We are now wearing their own, basically their own blood. Damaging effects of Dark Aether will do less damage to you. And now we can swim along through it with ease, but still take gradual damage over time. It's not that severe though, because this journey has become more manageable. And oh my god, we are open to so many stuff. We're open to so much after this. Exploration has been increased tenfold, and that's the best part about defeating Morbus is the reward. Like, it's such a breath of fresh air. Objects can complete this corrupted temple security station. Lock system bypass. Use the bomb slot. Yeah. Dark energy controller area. All right. We can just skip through this, but not like skip the cutscene where we're draining the energy from Dark Aegon. I'll just skin this first. If I can. Oh my god, it's so hard to do that. Here we go. Got it. Object analysis complete. This is an access point for the energy system here. The energy transfer module has been designed to interface with it. Once it has, all the energy within the local system will be channeled into the energy transfer module. And the condition of the planet itself weakens visually if you pay close attention to it. Purple is its standard color, but when the planet becomes weak, the atmosphere turns red. Which is an outstanding fucking sight. Put a background on there. Like background on cell phone and background on laptop. Oh my god. It's so good. Energy transfer complete. Return the energy to its temple on Aether. As if it couldn't get any more ominous, the end of Dark Aether is just more darker than ever before. First it was purple, but now it's blood red, like the planet itself is bleeding, being torn apart from the inside. Just like Aether, currently, and we're going to restore it. Let's just ignore these guys. They're so confused, they have no idea what to do with me anymore. Alright. So, that officially, finally, about damn time, officially concludes the end of this episode of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes in the Metroid Prime Marathon series, episode number 32. Hope to see you again of where we will, where we're embark to Torvus Bog as our next destination, and very soon after the Boost Guardian. The most cruel and just downright brutal wall that the series has ever been given. I'll give more details I'll give more details on that. But for now, that'll conclude the end of this episode. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you later. This is GBA049 signing out. Go on offline and see you next mission. We are no longer afraid of the dark. The dark is afraid of us.